CoregamerProduction. Willkommen auf der Spieleseite der Macht.
Whoa. What did you find?
Rachel in the dark room. Over and over. That's it.
We can't trust anybody, except each other.
You know more about her than me.
No. You and Chloe think you know more than anybody. Like all teenagers.
Oh, look. The Wonder Twins.
What are you doing in my dorm? You are so fucking dead!
Nathan is truly psychotic. I know he has something to do with Rachel missing.
Kate wasn't the first. All those binders are filled with other victims.
What are you doing here, Max?
Victoria has to be next.
What a lame gimmick.
Rachel, why is he putting her in the ground like that? Where?
The junkyard! Max, we have to find that spot now!
Rachel, why? I'm sorry, Chloe. I'm so sorry. I know you're close to Nathan, but your life is in serious danger.
Nathan just texted me. He says there won't be any evidence left after he's done. Oh God, Max, look. She's still there.
Oh, no. Chloe. How?
What the fuck?
Hey yo guys und willkommen zu Life is Strange. Mein Name ist der Rockstar.
Ich bin Zoll und
Und
ihr seht, wir
sind hier
schlafen.
gefesselt. Wir schlafen.
Wir schlafen und wir haben Fesselspiele. Bondage.
Die Kamera, die sieht doch schön aus.
Chloe?
Immer immer in die Kamera gucken.
Immer in die Kamera gucken.
Nein, es war nicht in die Kamera gucken. Oh, Victoria.
The dark room.
Is anybody out there? Please help!
Um mit Victoria zu reden. Die wird nicht antworten, die ist weggetreten. Guck sie
Somebody
dir an.
help me!
Victoria. Wake up. Wake up.
free. Almost.
Ziehen.
Ja, wir sind hier Entfestungskünstler. Wir sind der Next Max Houdini.
Super Max.
Super Max Houdini. So, bestimmt. Ne, die Spitze können wir nur ansehen.
I don't remember anything that happened. I hate looking at myself like that. You'll pay for this, Jefferson.
Das war ja ein Twist, den ich in der Story ja gar nicht konnte.
Weil bis dahin dachte man ja, das alles gehört Nathan.
Tut es ja auch.
Tut es ja auch, aber der Jefferson ist ja der Drahtzieher,
Ja.
nicht Nathan. Nathan ist ja nur ein Konstrukt von
Ja,
ihm.
ich hatte dir ja gesagt am Anfang des Let's Plays, nachdem wir die ersten Folgen aufgenommen hatten, du musst das Foto scharf stellen.
Ach so.
I hate looking at myself like that.
Nee, du musst also.
Ja, ich hab's gesehen.
Hatte ich dir ja gesagt, wenn du Jefferson-Vortrag lauschen würdest, dann würde sowas kommen wie, ihr könnt euch in einer Dunkelkammer irgendwie bla bla bla.
Ja, das hatte ich damals im Let's Play gesehen. Beziehungsweise gehört. Ich muss mal dringend zum Optiker.
Nein, ich sehe es auch.
Oh, jetzt noch mit einem rechten Stick. Ja, jetzt noch einen linken Stick, ja.
Ein bisschen rechts nochmal.
Ja, ich hab's.
Da ist es, da ist es.
Da ist es. Unsere schöne Max. Im Sin City-Style.
This angle highlights your purity. See, the slightly unconscious model is often the most open and honest. No vanity or posing, just pure expression. Oh, Christ. Look at that perfect face. Hold that stare there! Stay still!
Scheiß Freak.
Oh, Max! You fucked up my shot! But please don't worry. We have all the time in the world. For now, I knew you were special the second I saw your first selfie. Yes, I still hate that word. But I love the purity of your own image. Not like Rachel, who was always looking in the wrong places. Poor Rachel. Wait. Let me try this angle.
Tritt mir in die Eier.
Don't move! Much better. Thanks, Max. If only Nathan could see this setup. He tried so hard. But you can't just throw a few subjects around and expect a cohesive style or theme. But he had an eye for shadows, and an eye for a whole lot more, as his elite family will find out, along with Arcadia Bay. Nice. Good. Oh, those eyes. It's just too bad you're so goddamn nosy, Max. But this room is under 24/7 surveillance, so all I had to do was text you from Nathan's phone. And you fell right into my hands. You really should have focused on schoolwork, not private detecting with your little friend. Chloe. Right. Yeah, I'm sorry that Nathan killed her in self-defense. But she had a troubled history like most Arcadia Bay dropouts. Nobody will be surprised. Or care. Though I promise, people will care when you die tonight, Max. I wasn't lying when I said you have a gift. Okay. Now this looks good. Maybe a few more close-ups. Max, please do not move so much. I need you posed and framed my way. Maybe a new dose will calm you down.
No.
Now don't move or this will hurt much. Stupid bitch! You just don't listen, do you? In fact, you never did hear much in my class. If you had, you might have seen all this coming. God damn, you are a fighter, though. I've had my eye on you, and I've noticed that you've been more fearless this week than maybe your whole life.
No.
Remember my #1 rule. Always take the shot.
Oh, Jesus. I can't believe that happened. So sick.
So, nächstes Foto scharf stellen.
Whoa. I'm definitely more awake in this photo. I could try this one. This might work. Please work.
Ja, aber man merkt auch hier an dieser Episode, die ist halt damals auch ein bisschen in Kritik gekommen. Ob sie das so darstellen dürfen, wie wir es dargestellt haben, ne? Aber ich finde...
Nee, also, es findet ja kein sexueller
Ja, es
Missbrauch
findet ja kein sexueller Missbrauch statt, aber halt diese Abstinenz gegenüber dem Ganzen, weißt du? Dass sich hier viele Fotografen in Verruf gestellt wurden, in dem Sinne. Ich weiß jetzt nicht mehr genau, worum es ging, aber...
Nee, also finde ich ja nicht, weil...
Es zeigt ja einfach nur auf, dass die ganze...
Nein, das ist ja... Jefferson könnte ja auch alles andere sein. Also,
Ja, klar.
Also, es könnten ja nicht nur es könnten ja jetzt nicht Fotos sein, er könnte Gemälde malen, er könnte halt irgendwas machen, ne? Textilblumen basteln oder so ein Scheiß. Ja,
she doesn't understand our connection. You're the winner, Max. I choose you. Your portrait.
Fuck you.
You're trying too hard. I know you're scared. You all have the same doe-eyed look when you wake up here, replaced by fear as you realize what's about to happen.
Mr. Jefferson, why are you doing this?
Oh, Max. I'm so glad you asked that question. Simply put, I'm obsessed with the idea of capturing that moment innocence evolves into corruption. That shift from black to white to gray and beyond. Most models are cynical. They lose that naivete. However, some Blackwell students carry their hope and optimism with them like an aura. And those lucky few become my models. My subjects.
Yes, you're a psychopath. And this is your last session.
Au contraire, Max. I'm so sane that nobody knows what's happening to you right now. As you can see, Sleeping Beauty here is too harsh for my gentle lens. And don't get me started on your late partner. I had enough of those faux punk sluts in my Seattle days.
also...
Go to hell. You will for everybody you've hurt.
Unlike pure sweet Kate Marsh, I don't believe in that bullshit. She could have been my masterpiece. The world is what an artist makes it. And my muse...
Blah, blah, blah. God, I hate your voice now.
You might as well savor it, considering it's the last you'll hear. Oh. That struck a nerve. Your face changed color. Beautiful.
You will not get away with this. I want you to know that.
When you told the principal that I made Kate cry, I thought you almost had me. It's good our esteemed Principal Wells is like most administrators. A closet drunk. I do know that the Prescotts are going to have a major scandal when the town finds out what their elite son has been doing for homework.
You used Nathan.
I prefer the term manipulated. Like with an image. Nathan's was easy to twist around. I became a sort of father figure for Nathan. It happens often in teacher-student relationships. It was kind of touching for a while.
Did you tell him everything about your plans at Blackwell?
Don't be stupid, Max. I told him what he needed to hear. In return, I had access to the Prescott fortune. Who do you think paid for this glorious darkroom and equipment? How else could I get all these hip new drugs for my subjects?
Rachel Amber was your victim, not your subject.
Rachel Amber. That's the real tragedy. Nathan thought he could be an artist like me. Instead, the dumbass gave her an overdose.
Why Rachel?
I don't have time to tell you everything. But she was special. A human chameleon, so many visual possibilities. We had a real connection.
Did you know she also had a connection with Frank?
Let's be honest. She was doing the classic bad boy thing. She was over Frank before it began. He just didn't know. Anyway, Rachel is dead. But no tears. Los Angeles would have killed her anyway, so look at this as a favor.
You're evil.
Oh, I see. You're good because you stopped your friend from beating Nathan up.
I cared more about Nathan than you did.
No, you didn't. It's just too bad that he fell in lust with Rachel. He actually thought he could mimic what I do with the camera and subject, like father, but not like son.
Where is Nathan now?
Dead and buried. After what he did to Rachel, I knew I couldn't keep him as a protege for much longer. Now the police will never find his body. Do you finally get it now, Max? I can't compromise my vision with amateurs.
You are an amateur. Look at the trail of death you left behind. You can't blame all this on Nathan. I don't care what you do to me. You're gonna die, motherfucker. For Chloe and Rachel and everybody else.
I do love your spirit, Max, but you brought yourself here. By your own choice. Anyway, I like my models to be seen and not heard. So I have to make sure there's nothing left behind of you. Okay. Now, let's see how these shots came out. I can see why your instant camera is so appealing. You don't need a computer to print your work out.
Ich finde aber, es hat er irgendwie, also er ist auf jeden Fall ein Psychopath, aber das ist, hat er irgendwie sowas schon von so Dexter, Serienmörder, finde ich, ein bisschen so. Es hätte auch 1:1 so in Dexter laufen können.
Ja, klar, das ist halt seine Masche, wie er... Ja, musst zurückspulen, damit du wieder mit ihm im Gespräch bist. Er ist halt ein Psychopath und halt auch ein Serienkiller. Weiter.
Ja, rede ruhig weiter.
Ja, mach ruhig weiter da. Und, ja, und, nicht mehr und nicht weniger. So, technische Schwierigkeiten again.
Sollen wir erstmal abwarten?
Ja, spul mal zweimal zurück oder so.
Ja, ich hab's auch zweimal zurückgespult.
Ja, nee, doppelt in der Dings. Also, das ist so, dass er die Musik ausmacht und danach nochmal. Na, sprech.
Okay.
Wait! Please, Mr. Jefferson.
Max, I would love to talk shop, but I really need to go over these pictures. Especially while they're fresh in my mind. I think our session was a career high for me.
Das Tagebuch.
You still have my diary.
Don't worry. Nobody's going to read it. Thanks for reminding me. There's nothing more innocent than a teenager's diary. Oh, look at your selfies. What a waste of talent. Look at that shot, Max. You can do so much better.
So, und das war ja das, was wir wollten.
So sieht's aus. Ja, jetzt können wir überspringen.
Ja. So, dann guck. Genau. Und Foto scharf stellen.
I could frame any one of you in a dark corner and capture you in a moment of desperation. Shh. I believe Max has taken what you kids call a selfie. A dumb word for a wonderful photographic trick.
Right back where I started this insane week. And nobody is going to hurt Chloe ever again.
The portrait has been popular since the early 1800s. Your generation was not the first to use images for selfie expression. Sorry, I couldn't resist. The point remains that the portraiture has always been a vital aspect of art and photography for as long as it's been around. Now, Max, since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation, can you please tell us the name of the process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
Was soll man nehmen?
Entscheide du.
Who cares? This class is hella bullshit.
I'll pretend you didn't say that and let you try to answer one more.
Sorry, there's no time left. I mean, your class is almost over.
Oh. Well, thanks for the warning, Max. So, the Daguerrean process made portraiture quite popular, mainly because it gave the subjects clear defined features. You can learn more when you finish reading the assigned chapters. Clearly, Max doesn't have the time. And guys, don't forget the deadline to submit a photo in the Everyday Heroes
to change time.
The winner to San Francisco, where you'll be feted by the
First, let's make it real easy to capture Mark Jefferson.
And Alyssa, get it together. Taylor, don't hide. I'm still waiting for your entry too. And yes, Max, I see you pretending not to see me.
Bastard.
Da hat auch Max andere Töne.
I have to warn David about Jefferson and the dark room.
So.
Handy? Das Handy? Vielleicht?
All I need is David's number, and Jefferson is
In deiner
one
Tasche.
text closer to life without parole. I should be able to track down David's number from the school pamphlet. Found you.
Handy?
Ja, komm.
For once, David, I'm praying you'll overreact to this as much as everything else. And take Jefferson down fast.
I also want everybody to know that this photographic world is not for everybody. I had my moment in the camera. Everybody should have a chance, right?
You wanted me to enter the contest, asshole. So maybe I'll be going to San Francisco. And Jefferson,
Ja, jetzt gibst du ihm auch noch das
you'll be
Bild.
going to prison. The past within the past. Am I pushing myself too hard?
Möglich.
It doesn't matter what happens to me. Mr. Jefferson, we need to talk.
Can you see I'm talking to Mr. Jefferson now?
Yes, I see. But maybe you shouldn't.
And why not?
Hold on, Victoria. Are you okay, Max?
I will be when Victoria understands that hiding behind a screen, posting videos of people is incredibly cruel and unfair. You're smart enough to know how easy it is to hurt somebody, to destroy their life. I just want you to think about how much it would hurt if somebody did that to you. You can always make the right choice, Victoria. I know you've got a good heart. I've seen it.
Listen, I didn't...
You don't have to explain. There's no reason for you to be so insecure that you can't be happy with your own talent. Wouldn't it be better to lift people up than to bring them down? You could inspire people.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about now. Do I, Mr. Jefferson?
I think I should stay out of this one, Victoria.
Then I guess I'm done talking.
And that's okay too.
That was kind of random, Max. What did you mean?
Here's my photograph for the Everyday Heroes contest.
Oh, that was easy.
No. It wasn't easy at all.
Well, I can't prejudge yet, but I'm very happy you decided to enter. That means a lot to me. And Blackwell. The first step for any artist is to put themselves out there in the world without fear. To be innocent.
Or guilty.
Well, thanks for the photo, and maybe both of us will be jet-setting to San Francisco this Friday.
Or maybe only one of us will be going.
Don't be so modest, Max. Anything can happen in a week.
As you're going to find out, Mr. Jefferson.
Supermax.
Okay, Jefferson, here's my fucking photo for the contest.
Wo kam das denn jetzt gerade nochmal her?
Whoa! Okay. You're okay, Max. You're safe. On a plane. I hope I did everything right this time.
Naja, es wäre nicht Life is Strange, wenn es nicht Life is Strange wäre, ne?
So ist es.
Good work,
Örtlicher
David.
Lehrer verhaftet.
Chloe. Oh, you're alive. Oh, you're alive. I did it. I fixed everything. Wowzer.
Naja, hier ist wieder Butterfly-Effekt, ne?
So in etwa.
Also ich will jetzt nicht so viel vorwegnehmen.
Benutzt.
So, und gucken wir uns mal das schöne Flugzeug an.
Aw, I haven't seen Hot Dog Man in forever. Chloe and I used to totally play the video game and watch him all the time. When we were innocent.
Nobody calls it Frisco, so please don't.
Der sieht eigentlich aus wie die Kackwurst aus South Park.
Ja, Mr. Hanky. Vielleicht ist der Mr. Hanky.
Mr. Hanky in einer
Der
abgewandelten
So weird to
Vision.
be in between realities. Everything is out of focus and in the distance.
Let's see, 10 across, 6 letters, blue. How the hell am I supposed to figure that out?
We're almost in San Francisco. I'm so stressed, but I'm so excited too.
Der Flyer vielleicht
Beginning
noch?
of the end for Jefferson and the Prescotts.
Excuse me, sir.
I have to admit, I love being called an artist.
Your phone has to be shut off.
Please fasten your seat and stow any electronic gear until the plane is on the ground and at the gate. Thank you. We're starting our descent in a few minutes. It's a beautiful day in San Francisco with clear skies and cool 60 degrees. We hope you enjoyed your trip and we thank you very much for choosing Pacific West Air. Come fly with us anytime.
I don't think so. I'm hoping these airline seats get smaller so I won't have to fly at all anymore.
How did you sleep?
Hope I wasn't snoring out loud, Max.
Just a bit.
It's been a tough week at Blackwell. So I hope you'll forgive me. Between Mr. Jefferson and Prescott's, things have been hectic, to say the least.
I totally get it, Principal Wells.
That's a smart way of telling me to stop whining. We are proud of you for representing Blackwell at the Everyday Heroes contest. I know I'm not exactly the guide you wanted in San Francisco, but we all want you to have a great experience here.
I already am, and we're not even there. Oh, Christ. Another nosebleed? Max, you're not just screwing around with time.
Passt eigentlich recht gut, ne?
Ja.
San Francisco is so cool. And this gallery is huge.
So is the buffet. If an event skimps on the food, you know it's a bad event.
As long as I don't have to eat any caviar.
This is your day, Max. You can do whatever you want. I hope you take advantage of your status and talk to as many influential people here as possible. Work the room.
I don't know. I feel so weird, like I'm a little kid hanging with the adults.
Max, after this week, you are certainly not a little kid anymore. In fact, you're a noteworthy adult being honored by your peers. Now you have to start acting like the photographer you want to be. Hell, I wanted to be in charge of a big school someday. So I started taking charge of things when I was young. Ask my poor classmates. Max, I'm gonna eat up that caviar so you don't have to. Better get in there and start schmoozing. You know, I won't always be here to take charge. But you come talk to me whenever you want.
Come on, Max. After everything that's happened, this should be the least scary thing you've ever done.
Ja, wo sie recht hat.
Wowzer, Max. You did it. Somehow. I went from the dark room to this gallery. I've been through so many.
Ja, dann sagen wir auch an dieser sensationellen Stelle, see you guys, und seht das nächste Mal, wie es wohl weitergeht mit Life is Strange.
Leute, wollt ihr kein Video mehr verpassen, lasst ein Abo da und wenn euch das Video gefallen hat, teilen, Däumchen drunter und für alles andere sind die Kommentare below.